Okay, welcome to part 4 of this Aaron's ST928 snowblower. And this is the putting together the pieces part. And right now, I'm going to fill this gearbox up here with oil before I forget. And I got the whole auger on in the last video. You guys can watch that. But I gotta grab something to measure how much is in there. And you're supposed to have it like the oil like half an inch below this hole here where this plug goes. So yeah, I'll go get that. Okay, I got a zip tie to measure how much is in there, but I'll check that. An inch or so from the top. So I'll put a little more in. He said only one bottle would be needed, and that looks true. Looks to be true right now. I'll put a little more in. I think it's about where it needs to be. I'll run it a little bit too. Yeah, I would say according to him, it's probably good. I'll spin it forwards and backwards a few times just to get all the air out of there and stuff, and check it one last time, even though the air stuff should be out of there already, but oh yeah, it's good. It's up to what he recommended. Probably even less than a ½ inch away, which is okay with me. I'd rather have it a little overflow for this, in this case, than under. And yeah, I don't know. Just seems like that. I'll tighten that up there. see if that's the size I have on. It is. Okay. I'll wipe that all off. Okay, we're gonna call that good. Everything should be good there. Now, these 3 bolts that hold that bearing in back there are a little loose yet. I did that because I wanted to, I left them loose before I put the auger in, and I wanted to do that so the bearings could adjust to whatever they want. So I'll tighten these up, and maybe I'll try to get you to watch a little bit. An extension on this works a little better. Okay, well that looks good. I'm glad this is coming along. And let's see here. That seems to spin really good. Oh, there's no play at all in that. And there was last time. There was play. So I think that's doing a lot to help. The other one, you know how Dad was swiveling it when we had the shaft out? He was swiveling it back and forth in there. And he said it was a swivel bearing. Well, it's actually not supposed to swivel at all. Meaning it's also not a swivel bearing, but... So, that's just how wore out and how much times that, bearing is spun. So I'm putting the keyway in here now. There we go. Fits in good. I'm gonna put this I want that to stay good. Yeah, that keyway doesn't want to stay in right now. I'll put some grease on it and I want to stay in better. I also gotta get Allen wrenches for that wheel, so. Alright. I'm gonna put the orange Loctite on that again. Might be almost out of that. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't come out again. Hopefully get some Loctite on it. I'm just making sure these Allens are tight. Okay. Now, I'm gonna have to wait till I get the belt in here because I don't have it in here and stuff. And it's getting late anyways, so I'll pick up this video when I get back out here. Okay. I'm gonna put this belt on because we got the right belt for it now. And now we put the, actually, it might be easier to put the belt on this side first. Because that side's lower down there. Okay. Well, as you can see, the bucket is on. I gotta tighten these bolts on each side. And then I gotta put the chute on. That belt looks loose, but when I tighten it up, it's still pretty good, so. Everything's on. I actually had to take that pulley off again, and then I was able to get the bucket on. My dad helped me a little bit. So now, I don't remember what size these are. Big. Yep. Okay. Right here. Now, we need an extension. And we're ready to go. Okay, one side done. Two side done. We are good now for that. Now we got to get the chutes back on. I don't remember how big the bolts were. They're pretty tiny. Okay. Well, I know the chute was facing this way when I took it off. Can you guys even see? It was facing this way. Just like that, I guess. And then I'm gonna put my gloves on so I don't get my hands all super dirty. Because these plates are a little greasy. Probably for me getting a little grease happy this fall before winter here. And I'm gonna put one of these other brackets on, and I just clamp. Just clamp with screw bolts underneath. And I just clamp the chute to a metal piece down there. So it's all metal on metal. Here. Where am I? I guess I don't even know. I do not even know. sure. I gotta put this shaft in before I can put or turn the chute so I can now I need the hammer. There we go. And I'll probably need a screwdriver here. There we go. And now I can get that clamp on. Okay, chute is on. Now I'm going to take off this back or bottom shield here, panel, whatever you want to call it, and then we'll try to replace that friction disc there for this, for the driving. cover off. See what's in there? Whoa. See that friction disc? Doesn't look the best. And to get that to stop moving, I have to engage it. Otherwise it just turns. Ta-da! The old one looks pretty rough. Here's the old. Here's the new. Old one's a little heavier, but I mean, it's coming apart. It's been chewed up. There's one spot maybe. It possibly went into the metal. Went into it a little bit there, it looks like, possibly. Yeah, not the best. We gotta get the new one to fit in there. Just gonna have to find the right spot and angle to get in there. Get in here? No? No. There we go. It's in there now. Oh. Okay, I'll get these bolts in and you guys can see the aftermath. The new one is on. So hopefully it drives better now. So if you didn't understand me before, what goes on here is the motor's spinning that wheel in the back there that this light's shining on. And then when you engage the drive part, it pushes that wheel back and it goes into this friction disc here. And that rubber engages that friction disc, and then it spins that disc, which spins this chain right here. And then that spins this chain, which spins the drive gear to drive the tires. Pretty simple design. And then when you want to go backwards, it goes to the other side. See, if you watch this friction disc here, you can watch it. That's forwards. That's reverse over there. Right here is first, second, or actually that was third. This is second, third, fourth, fifth. Oh, wait, never mind. This is reverse. That was set. This is reverse 2, reverse 1, first, second, third, fourth, all the way up to 6th there. Yeah, you get the idea. Anyways, I'm gonna get this pan clean all the way and then put it on, and then we can test run it. Okay, let's see if this thing will run and if everything works on it. good news. Look at that. No snowblower. It's all the way back in the garage, and no troubles getting it there. It did kind of seem like it was going to die on me for a second with the motor running, no auger. I think that it was either just low on gas or it was just a fluke. Whatever. It made it there. Auger ran the whole entire way. Everything. So, yeah, I put more gas in it and it seemed to run better after that little deal there. I don't know if it was that or what. Maybe it was just in my head too. I don't know for sure. Anyways, that was a wrap up for this snowblower. Finally, and I don't know how long this video is going to be, but after several long videos, 4 long videos at least, it's over. And that's good. So, go check out the other videos if you missed them. And if you like this content, keep coming back, subscribe, like the videos. And thanks for watching. See you in the next one.